Staying with Robinson. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for first and goal.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Getting in their own way, Brock, as they'll line this up 5 yards further back for second and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Buckle up, it's third and goal. Robinson. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Commanders have a great first drive and get the game's first points. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
That pass complete to Goddard. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be second and 9. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have second and 9 for their first play. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle. No gain here after a gain of only 1, and now they'll face third and 9. They motion the slot man right. On third down, it's Hurts. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. First and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Josh Sweat making the stop. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Working quickly here. Daniels throwing on third. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and long. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
He finds him beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
Ready?
First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. He puts everything behind this. Try connected with Brown, but it's intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
First down throwing for Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. That play good for 17 and a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On first down, Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First and 10, here's Hurts. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Commanders pick this one up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, Kate, defenders today are taught, don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form. Making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
Running left is Robinson. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Commanders with first and 10. New set of downs for him from the 46.
65. Come on. Hey.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's McCaffrey working the sideline. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete, it's McLaurin. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Darius Slay with the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
On second down, Robinson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time. There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Daniels now. Finds his target, Robinson. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Commanders will add to their lead at the end of the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Commanders make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over. Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go.
Looks like that last play convinces them to keep this one on the ground. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us.
to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
Now Daniels off the play action. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
A gain of 31 yards.
It's a 31-yard play. And that'll be good for a
ready?
Washington 1st. One play in, and this drive is already
Here we
into
go,
enemy
set.
territory. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Play fake here, Daniels. Has the open man downfield. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick
Now
off.
Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
No touch it. No touch it.
Hurts now from the gun. Goddard makes the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. A lot of mess on the move here. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry-up here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Getting out to his left. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
No touch.
Back to throw, Hurts. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles get it back to a 14-point game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, He's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and altered.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Robinson on the inside give. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 now. He lost it deep left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Out of the gun, Daniels. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Trying again following the sack. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
3rd and long for Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And that boot will instead be what starts our 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Eagles will take possession. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Great. Set. Nope.
Now Hurts. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Good, set.
Throwing here hurts. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
No touch, set. No touch.
On 4th down, Hurts. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Commanders get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
Ready.
Here's Robinson, and he's brought down for a loss.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
Alert! Alert! Tag!
Once more, it's Robinson. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Offense up to the line fast. Running with Robinson. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Commanders have likely locked up the win right there. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders push their lead to 18. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great.
And they pick him off again! Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are tackled on the return right along their own 40-yard line. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those
Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the